Hi there, I'm Owen.
I'm Georgina.
And together we've got another video coming out for the FDNY21 channel. Last time we did my garage with the 1993 Fiat Panda Fizz, and this time
we're doing mine.
Phoebe.
One of them.
The Fiat 124.
Yeah. So this is the Fiat 124 Spider. They do the Abarth model as well, but for me I wanted to go for the Fiat. So with the Fiat, you get 3 different specs. You get Classica, Lusso, Lusso Plus. Lusso Plus is your top. This is a Lusso Plus. So with that, you get the upgraded headlights, which come with daytime running lights. You get 17-inch alloy wheels rather than the 16s. And then inside you get a Bose surround system. Headred speakers, you get Bose speakers in there. Makes the sound quality so much better, so much nicer. Under the bonnet, it comes with a 1.4 multi-air turbo, which produces 140 horsepower. This is a standard, we'll get onto that later, but this isn't 140 horsepower anymore. 124 is a nice car in my opinion, actually because it is worked alongside Mazda. So you get Italian styling, Italian engine, but you get the suspension help of a Mazda MX-5. Now we all know how good an MX-5 handles. It really helps with this car. A few other things, obviously 2-seater sports car, and unlike most modern cars, it has, if it'll open, manual roof, which takes 2 seconds if you can actually shut it properly.
Quick and easy though.
Yeah.
Which is perfect compared to a lot of cars. You have to stop them now, don't you, to do the manual electric roofs, don't you?
Yeah. So most take 10-15 seconds. You've got to stop. Can't be doing a certain speed. If you dare, you could be doing 70 and put the roof down. In this, I wouldn't recommend it because we have tried it before, but you can.
Perfect.
First, excuse the interior, it's really dirty. I haven't cleaned this in a while, but we've cleaned the outside, so that's okay. So, as I said earlier, you get Bose all round with the Lusso Plus. You get headrest speakers, speakers there, they're all over the place. Probably know if you've seen the inside of a Mazda of this age, exactly the same interior, aside there's a Fiat badge. But with the Lusso Plus, you do get the big screen. You don't get that on the Classica, but you do on the Lusso. You get navigation, connects to your phone, it can do your text, it does everything. And also, of course, I've gone for a 6-speed manual on this.
The best gearbox.
Much better than an automatic.
And we did just mention there that the car was cleaned, but just a day of driving and not too far, and this is what the winter does to your car yet again.
Yeah, it's filthy. Great.
Well, it was due a clean, it had a good clean and a bit of a polish, and
Thanks to Owen and Andy for that. Yeah. It got a clean, polish and a wax, and already filthy.
Perfect.
So the changes I've done to this, obviously has to be done with any of our cars. Sends it sticker.
Of course.
You saw that on Pandino, it's on this one, it's on all our cars, you'll see it on them all. This is the first mod I actually did to this, so I got carbon inserts on the lights. They're not actually available anymore. I'm trying to find them because people really like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they really help it because I do want a bit of carbon on this. It kind of goes with the theme. We've also gone for the stubby aerial. So if you see pictures on like my Instagram or sometimes on our Facebook page, you'll literally see the old aerial's like this big, and when you're driving, it's like hitting the floor. So this is so much nicer. A change we have literally done in the last 24 hours is the car now sits on iMac lowering springs. So it is 35mm at the back and it is 45mm at the front. I've always had low cars and I am absolutely blown away with how this looks lowered. It handles better, it feels better, it looks so much better. It's exactly how it should have been. There's no more arch gap. I mean, like, it's with the wheel on the front now, if you can tell, there's nothing there. It's a bit higher on the back, but you know, it's 45-35 for the front. It will also help this car because I will take this out on track. It's done Castle Coombe in the past, it'll do tracking again, and it does proper help it as well. Another change, got the smoked indicator lights on the side. Much nicer. We did that while we had these off because you've got to take the bloody arch lining out to change your light. Thank you, Fiat. Another not really a change, but if you look at other Fiats, they'll have a massive mounted thing on the front for the plate.
Yeah, you have rivets here for a plastic piece, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah, so
like
people, they have to, unfortunately, Fiat dealers have to drill in to the bumper, put a massive thing on for the plate. I didn't like that at all. I like my plate stuck on so I can take it off for shows like I have now for the video. So it's been taken off. It looks so much nicer at the front end. Like if you go back, it looks so much nicer without that plate on.
It really does help the shape of the car, because the plastic plinth is massive, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it really completely transforms the front.
Yeah.
Oh, and while we're around the front as well, we've got a nice little Italian badge 124 thing on the front as well. Now, some of the bigger changes in this car is the bonnet. So so while only one of them is visual, this thing's had two things done to make it faster. So I'll do them in order of how I did it. The first one is a stage 1 remap, which was done by a company near me. Just like your normal plug-in thing. I have had a few things of people saying it's quite a problem to get these remapped. Me and the guy were really worried about it when we first did it, but it actually only took about an hour and a half. So that put it up to 180 on the remap. And then this came up for sale. Now I absolutely love this. Euro Compulsion V4 air intake. So it comes over from America. Cost quite a bit of money, so I got this one reduced, so I didn't actually pay for shipping because someone had already bought it. On paper then, with that fitted as well, it should have about 200 horsepower. Now, I'm not going to stand here and say it has 200 horsepower because I haven't had it dynoed. I haven't had the time, don't have the money, I keep spending money on other things like 3 other cars. But we will get it on a dyno soon and we will prove it. If it's not 200, we will do the things to get it to 200 because I want it to have 200.
It needs to be better for the Abarth, doesn't it?
Yeah, it needs to be better than the Abarth. And as me and Owen say, I've been out in it, I've been out in it, and this thing pulls, sorry for the rude word, but it pulls like a bitch. It's so fast now, compared to how it used to be. I mean, Owen works for Fiat, he's driven standard ones. You get in this, and it's completely different now with all those changes. So definitely might be more to come with it, but for now I'm pretty happy with the setup I've got.
Absolutely.
And that's normally not on there because that looks terrible, so I'm apologising for that as well, because for some reason Fiat can't fit that straight either, which is always good. I never stop modding my cars, unfortunately, so it's going to keep changing. First thing is going to be a little splitter. Now we're actually just going to go for like a lip splitter on it. We're not going to go for anything massive. I mean, parts for this are expensive as it is. If you want the proper fitted spoiler, it's nearly £500 when you have to ship it over, so we're just going to get a lip and see what it looks like.
I think also, just to butt in, with this lowered suspension and having a much longer splitter, you'd actually have more problems, and if you broke a £500 splitter, that would be a bit of a pain.
Exactly, and we have actually seen, like, this went in yesterday to be tracked after we'd had the lowering springs done, and it's because it's so long between the wheels and obviously the front sticks out as well. You'd be surprised how close this gets with the lowering springs now. It's much.
We haven't had any issues yet.
Not yet, but
we're only
it's been a bit like it's not been 24 hours yet, so you never know. Other plans? New wheels. So I love the standard wheels, but I always want to do something different. I've never bought a set of wheels for a car before. That's a complete lie. I bought wheels for Betty, but they were just available. So these ones, I really like them. I think they're better than the Abarth ones, if I'm completely honest with you as well. But I do want something different. Me and Owen have got something in mind which we really like, and we hope to get that to work with this at some point in the future. And then depending on that or not, we'll look at spacers as well. So if you look at it from the side, they do tuck in a bit. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would, if I'm honest. When we first lowered it, I did think, oh my god, it's going to look absolutely stupid, but it's not bothering me as much as I thought.
No. And the other problem you may have with spacers is if you get too close to the arch, it may actually rub.
Yeah, which
that's not what you want at all.
As we saw earlier, it's close on the front as it is. So if you're right on the back, maybe, but then if you put spacers on the back, you can hold on the front. Just get it out of the way.
Yeah, the wind is amazing today.
It is. Another thing I want to do, this is a lot of money, and it will only happen if I ever get spare money for it, is a spoiler. I really want a lip spoiler for this. I think it'll really help the back of it. There is one available. The one I want is nearly £600 if you include shipping in and getting it in from America, and that's that's only £150 off the wheels I want with new tyres. So it's not going to happen for a while, but if it does happen, it'll look great.
Getting your priorities.
Get my priorities straight first. And of course I want an exhaust, so only thing this lacks on is exhaust noise.
Yes.
For me. You get a lovely noise now from the engine, from the turbo, especially with that air intake. But this exhaust, if I'm brutally honest, makes absolutely no noise whatsoever. So we're hoping to go for something nice like an oval tip, a complete custom system. I would go for one of the ones that are available, but I always like to be different.
Yeah. I
had my Panda that had an Abarth straight pipe exhaust. That was different. It's something I've got to do. So we will be changing that in the near future as well, hopefully. To all of our other cars, and this is a new Fiat. So you've got to know we've got four classic Pandas, and then we've got this. So this is the only new Fiat we've got. It does make it completely different to the others. Combined, it's got the same horsepower as them as well, which is a little bit embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
It's fine.
It's just not as practical.
No. Having owned this car a year, things I've done with it, put over 10,000 miles on it now. Just. It's done track time, so it's gone to Castle Combe. I went round track, absolute blast in this. It was good fun. We did it with Pandino, obviously. So when the roof is up, which is not at the moment, there is a Castle Combe sticker on the back to show it's done that.
Yeah.
It goes to all the shows, so I'm a rep for Cargill Culture. So I go to all the shows with them. Now this only did one last year. It'll do some action again this year, so if you want to see it there, it'll probably go out on track. You can see it there. But yeah, I've done quite a bit with it over the last year. I hope to do more, but obviously I want to have my own statement on it first before taking it to proper shows and things. So.
Yeah, and you've started making it your own, and you're only going to do more from there.
Yeah, exactly. This is proper. When we first put the suspension down, I was absolutely blown away with it.
Yeah.
It's really transformed the car for me.
Yeah.
From something that I used to absolutely adore, but this is just something that I see myself keeping now.
Yeah.
So obviously.
And something I wanted to add, which you forgot to mention on what you've done to the car. What are those mirrors? Silver mirrors.
I did change them, yeah. So when I bought it, it was black. Obviously, originally I did have plans on wrapping it. Who knows if that's ever going to happen again in the future, but I really like the black and silver.
Yeah.
So these, it's a new car, they cost me quite a bit of money, but silver wing mirrors go with the silver A-pillars, silver that.
And the silver A-pillars, they are only on the Lasso as well, aren't they?
Yeah, optional. So when you get a Classica, it comes with body colour.
Yeah.
So the silver accents with the black really set it off. Also very similar, if you don't know me, to my old 100 horsepower, which was black with silver as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a big grown-up version of my old 100 horsepower, because that was very ungrown up.
That was a bit of a childish one.
Yeah.
But it was good fun, and this is good fun as well.
Yeah, this is a right laugh. Yeah.
Brilliant.
I didn't mention it.
Thanks for watching our video. It was great to do a video on Phoebe. We've enjoyed doing these videos. It's been a while since we said we were going to do this one.
Yeah, when we first got back from Ukraine, we actually started filming this, but we kind of just gave up.
Not really gave up. It's more the weather and the darkness at the moment. It makes it a lot harder, and us being able to see each other mainly on weekends, and we've got so many plans. Otherwise, it's trying to fit everything in.
Yeah.
And today it just sort of worked. The sun came out a little bit. It's been windy, and it's been wet yesterday, so the car's been dirty again. But
plus, I've wanted to drive it 'cause it's slower now.
Yeah, it's got to be done, hasn't it?
It's got to be done.
Yeah. But it's great fun to do, and I'm sure you'll see lots more videos coming this year. So make sure you like and subscribe to keep up with all of our content and stuff like that. We've got a Facebook page coming up as well now. We'll start putting links in the description and stuff for that, if you want to read up on anything at all as well. And
yeah, so we're going to do like vlogs on the cars, things when we do things to the cars. We're going to do vlogs on like our holidays and things like that as well.
Yeah, we can. It's just somewhere we can
Memoirs.
put up stuff. Yeah, somewhere we can put up stuff if we need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, just make sure you follow if you want to see more, and we hope you enjoy the video.
Bye.
Bye.